You know, when I think of a milked series, I think of Call of Duty, a yearly released franchise that makes billions of dollars every year, recycles pre-made content, has battle passes, whole 9 yards. I also think of the John Madden NFL games. Oh, and how about that NBA 2K series? How's that doing? When I think of milked, right at the top of that pile of bile is none other, sitting on its throne, Attack on Titan. That's right. The series has consistently been putting out amazing quality season after season, has hit an all-time peak in quality and popularity, with the final season being already a critical darling. And, okay, don't you think we should just stop using the term milked when it comes to Attack on Titan? And by the way, this is a rant video, partially speaking that is, but a rant nonetheless. So sorry for the tone, I don't mean to offend, but if you are easily offended and you disagree with me, you may not want to watch this video. But I do ask that you hear me out. Ever since they announced Attack on Titan Final Season Part 2, people have complained, oh, they're milking it. And with the announcement that Final Season Part 3 will be split into, well, parts, people are once again saying, regurgitating, this narrative that somehow this series is being milked. When, as we address just at the top of this video, it simply just has no relation to generally established milked entertainment franchises like it. But, like always, let's just give this annoying conversation the old Texas two-step and try her out. Good God, why did I say that like that? So let's break down what exactly milking is. Oh God. Well, it comes from the action of milking a cow. Cows produce milk, you get the analogy. But when it comes to a series, people refer to milking as constantly going back to the well with low effort content output and just making tons of money off of it. Call of Duty is the best example because yearly they release pretty much the same game come hell or high water. They reuse assets, they reuse animations, hell, they literally just recycle maps from previous games and pretend it's new content. The entire action of milking something is to essentially give the person a minimum viable product, or at least that's one of the avenues that this can lead to. Now, remember this, quality does not matter. If something is good, it's good. And Modern Warfare 2 is pretty darn solid, but it's still just a milked franchise again and again. Modern Warfare 2 is pretty much just Modern Warfare 2019 with changes. That's it. So, here's some whataboutism for you. What about Fast and the Furious? What about Far Cry or Assassin's Creed or literally any Ubisoft game pretty much? Star Wars. Future SeaTactics here. I saw this right here, VTuber legend, how I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream, and it made me realize that I even have like a really good argument even outside of other entertainment industries. Within the same industry, we have anime like this that are getting adaptations or even light novels that are being made that are, clearly milking a trend, which is the isekai trend, which is the overly long name trend that's really quirky and funny, and we're reading it because we're totally aware of what's going on. So I don't know why people would compare these two anime, or rather Attack on Titan, with literally any single one of these really awful isekai series and go, yeah, AOT is being milked. Point being, Attack on Titan literally has 0 examples of it being milked. Well, in terms of the main anime, that is. Attack on Titan continues to get better with each season. It also continues to innovate and have a tuned-in studio, like Studio Mappa, who really care about getting this right. They care so much, they're actually taking 3 years to adapt the finale. If this was milking, they never stop making Attack on Titan. We get Attack on Titan Season 5, Season 6, a prequel movie, light novels, new manga, spin-off series. We'd have it all by now. It would be going everywhere in terms of direction. Oh, but SeaTactics, there's a bunch of spin-offs already. Don't you know there's an AOT manga spin-off? There's the AOT high school spin-off. Well, here's the thing. Those things aren't taking away from the actual main product. These things are fleshing out the universe and expanding it. That's not milking. That's called expanding a universe. Those things are quite different, but no. Attack on Titan has been a consistent quality for over 10 years and actually only continues to get better. Every season is an improvement, even up to the final season part 2. So, here's the thing. Well, the people who say it kinda aren't wrong. Now hold up. They are kind of wrong, obviously, but what I think people are trying to express with this announcement is actually one of those people don't really know what they want scenarios. And they're just saying stuff because, well, they're frustrated and they don't know how to properly verbalize what they're feeling. Soon after the release of Attack on Titan Season 3's final episode, they announced that they would be producing Attack on Titan, the final season. At this point, there was just about a year left of AOT publishing the manga. Isayama hadn't even finished the story yet as of that announcement. Then, COVID happened pretty much shortly thereafter, and, well, now they had to split up that final season into parts. But you know what? I think this whole thing is, because of this, pretty much nobody's fault. I think what people are really saying when they're saying milked is that they're tired of seeing the carrot dangled in front of them with Final Season Part 1, Final Season Part 2, Final Season Part 3 Part 1, and Final Season Part 3 Part 2. It's exhausting to say just as much it is to type it in a script. I think there needs to be a concerted effort to use the right terms, however, because saying milked makes me immediately question if the person even knows what that means, what it implies. Attack on Titan is not like Call of Duty, Madden, or NBA 2K, or Fast and the Furious, or any Ubisoft game that's come out in the last 10 years. It's nowhere near a milked franchise. Also, realistically speaking, this also does feel like people complaining for the sake of complaining. I'll tell you why. By complaining about MAPPA taking their time to finish the series, what is really being said here? The message that you're trying to get across by saying this is that we want more adaptations like The Promised Neverland Season 2. You want AOT rushed, you want it out now, and they don't care what quality is sacrificed to get you to goddamn AOT, because that's what these people are not meaning to say, but it is what they're saying. Whatever happened to just waiting for MAPPA to make the ending as best as it can be and taking their time? Sure, Shueisha and the rest of the production committee who were attached to this messed up when they announced it early. But how were they supposed to know a global pandemic would happen? And once again, a series isn't being milked if they're taking time to produce it because of a pandemic. It's not that simple. It's okay to feel like you're being jerked around, however, or at least a little bit, because it is very frustrating. I'm a little frustrated. Did you not see how many times I had to type in the final season part blah 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 and say it? But at the same time, I read these milk comments and I'm like, but why would you want this to end so soon? Why would you want it to be a bad production and rushed? If it's bad, you're gonna complain they didn't give it enough time, that they should have listened to the fans or whatever. Respectively, minus the annoyance of my tone, of course, just say you're frustrated with the way they named the season. It's not milked just in the same way that many other popular things are not milked just because they're popular. Use better verbiage. Which, I do realize the irony in saying that, oh hey, looky here at the end of the video. If you see someone saying AOT is milk, share this video with them. It may help them better contextualize their frustrations. Otherwise, on the left is my reaction to the original news, and on the right is my Vinland Saga Season 2 content, which, if you like my AOT stuff, you need to watch. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.